Good morning guys. Today is day 3 of our Olympiad starter. Today we will be doing a couple of sums regarding triangles. When I say triangle, it is a basic property of triangle which is the angle sum property. So let us see how complicated that particular concept can get. In a triangle, each of the bigger angle is twice the smallest. Find the value of each of the angle. You are familiar with this kind of questions. It is very commonly seen in many of the reference book as well as in the, I think, the NCERT book also. You will take the angles as 2x, 2x and x, and the sum of them is equal to 180. You find the value of x and then find the value of the angle. Now different combinations and permutations of the same kind of sum can be found in various places. We are going to do a sum which is slightly similar to this particular sum. Slightly similar to this particular sum in the sense this kind of sum. Have a look at this question. In a right angle triangle, one angle is twice the other angle. How many triangles can satisfy this condition and what are their measures? So, now the triangle that is given to you is a right angle triangle. So, which means that one angle is a 90 degree. Now, the sum of the remaining two angles is 180 minus 90, which is again a 90 degree. Correct? One angle is said to be twice the other angle. So, if suppose one angle is x, the other angle is 2x. Correct? How many triangles can satisfy this condition? Now let us see what is the particular value of x that we are getting so that we can find the individual angles. So you get 3x is equal to 90, you get x is equal to 30. So my x is equal to 30, 60 and 90. Correct? Now we have gotten one angle. Now is this the only angle which satisfies this particular condition? Look at the triangle wherein the angles are 90, 45 and 45. One angle is twice the other angle. Okay. So you can see that the obvious answer is not the only answer. There is one more answer which is this. So there are two triangles that satisfy this particular condition and the measures are this. Okay. Now let us have a look at another question. In an acute angle scalene triangle, one angle is twice one of the other two angles. How many pairs of triangles have the angle measure of one angle common? Now let us break down this question into parts. You are given an acute angle scalene triangle. Scalene triangle is a triangle where all the sides are unequal, and acute angle is each angle is lesser than 90 degree. One angle is twice one of the other two angles. So you have got three angles. So if one angle measures x, one angle is twice other two angles, so 2x, and another random angle y. These are my three angles of the scalene triangle. How many pairs of triangles have the angle measure of one angle common? So which means that you are going to get multiple answers for the triangle, and in those multiple answers we need to find the pairs which have at least one angle common. Okay. Now x, 2x and y. So when I am adding, what do I get? 180. Correct? Now 3x plus y is equal to 180. Now you know that y is lesser than 90. What is the reason? Y is lesser than 90 because it is an acute angle triangle. For an acute angle, every single angle is lesser than 90 degree. So since y is lesser than 90 degree, 3x has to be greater than 90 degree. Otherwise the sum will not be 180. Okay. So my x is greater than 30 degree. Correct. Now my angles are x, 2x and y. Since it is an acute angle triangle, each of these angles has to be lesser than 90 degree. So my 2x has to be lesser than 90 degree. Correct. Or my x has to be lesser than 45 degree. So the value of or the measure of the angle x lies between 30 and 45. It is greater than 30 but lesser than 45. Okay. So my x value can vary from 31, 32, 33, 34. From 31 up to 44. And my 2x will be 62, 64, 66, 68, 70, 72, 74. 88. Now I need to find the value of y. What is my y? Y is equal to 180 minus 3x. So here I get 180 minus 31 plus 62. Likewise, I need to find out the value of y for each of this particular triangle. So here I have written down the value of y, which I have got by subtracting 180 minus 3x, 180 minus x plus 2x, right? I have written down all the values of y. Now I need to find how many pairs of triangles have the angle measure of one angle common. So let us see where we are having a common angle. So you can see that here 34, 68 and 78. Here I have got 39, 78 and 63. I have got the angle 78 common in one pair, and here I have 33, 66 and 81 and 38, 76 and 66. I have 66 common. So out of these 14 triangles, I have got exactly 2 triangles where I have got one angle common. So this was a sum that was based on, what do you say, the sum angle property of a triangle and the concept of an acute angle and a scalene triangle, and no other bigger concept. The only thing was that we had to find the range of x, or between which all values x was lying, and then I had to write down the value of x and corresponding values of 2x and y in order to get the measures of triangles. Let us have a look at this sum. A person draws a scalene triangle. One of the angles is 80 degree. Which of the following could be the difference of the other 2 angles? Now this particular sum, it is always better when you are given an MCQ and when you feel that you can eliminate the values, always go for elimination, because it is a faster and better way to figure out the answer. Now in a triangle, scalene triangle means all the angles are different. Sorry, my bad. So this is 80 degree. Now what is the sum of the other 2 angles equal to? It has to be equal to 100 degree. So if I call this as A and this as B, A plus B has to be equal to 100 degree because the sum of the angles is 180 degree. Now let us look at the option A. Difference of 2 angles cannot be 0 degree. Okay. The reason being, you know that A minus B cannot be 0 degree, because if A minus B is 0 degree, A should be equal to B, which means that it becomes an isosceles triangle whose 2 sides are equal. But it is mentioned that it is a scalene triangle, so every single side, now I know there are no sides which are equal to any other side. So the first option is ruled out. Okay. Now another option that I can rule out is A plus B is 90 degree. The sum of the other 2 angles is 90 degree. So obviously the difference of the angles has to be a value which is lesser than 90, not 90 degree, 100 degree. So the difference of 2 angles has to be lesser than 100 degree. So I rule out D and E. Okay. Now what am I left with? I am left with 60 degree and 80 degree. Okay. Now I know that sum of the angles is 100 degree and the difference is 60 degree. You can see that one of the angle has to measure 80 degree and the other angle has to measure 20 degree. Okay. So if one angle measures 80 degree and already one angle is 80 degree, it does not become a scalene triangle, it becomes an isosceles triangle. So this option is also ruled out. So which option are we left with? We are only left with the option of 80 degrees. The difference of the angle has to be 80 degrees.